Hi guys, so my name's Ashley Collins. Most of you will probably know me from being a singer-songwriter and running my own music company. I got diagnosed with ADHD 2 years ago at the age of 32, and my whole life before that was absolutely chaotic and I had no idea why, and I was born with ADHD and I've struggled with it my whole life. So October is actually ADHD Awareness Month, and I just wanted to do something on my YouTube channel that might help other people with ADHD or educate people who don't have ADHD so that they can stop judging people like myself and understand where we're coming from. So every single day on my YouTube channel I'm going to be sharing a video, and each video is going to have a fact about ADHD or ADD, and hopefully you guys who don't have it will be a little bit more understanding and can get educated on it. Okay, I'm going to start off my very first factual video about ADHD, and it's going to be a positive video because there is a lot of negative things of having ADHD, like a lot of negative things, but there's also a lot of positive things about having it. And it's going to be other people with ADHD, famous people with ADHD, because you will see that a lot of the world's most groundbreaking people and people who change the world have ADHD. Number one, Britney Spears, my absolute icon, because I'm like a super Britney Spears fan. But Britney Spears has ADHD. She was diagnosed with it as a teenager, and you can probably see from when she had her mad breakdown that you get like super mood swings with ADHD. You get, crazy highs, almost like you're on drugs and you're not on anything, which can be quite hard because people, judge you and think that why are you so hyper, like you must have taken something. No. We get super hyper moments because there's, an imbalance in our brain. So Britney Spears, as you see, she had a breakdown 2007. That's very, very ADHD. She's very goofy personality. That's another ADHD sort of, quality in somebody's personality. But Britney Spears is my favourite person ever. And she is a very, very famous person that has ADHD. Britney Spears' very first boyfriend, Justin Timberlake, also of the Mickey Mouse Club, he also has ADHD. So what you will notice is that a lot of people who are ADD or ADHD are super talented at music or art, but they really struggle in other areas of concentration. So like, when I was growing up, like I literally could not even use the hoover or wash dishes, and I used to say to my mum and dad, like I literally am just trying so hard to concentrate if they were showing me something as a kid and I just couldn't do it, and they thought I was at it so I didn't have to do chores, but was absolute furthest from the truth. The harder people with ADHD try and concentrate, their brains don't work, so the harder you concentrate, your brain just shuts off because it's from your executive functioning part of your brain. So people are usually amazing at art or music or computer games, things like that with ADHD, because that comes from a different part of your brain. Music doesn't come from the executive functioning part of the brain, it comes from another part of the brain, and when you're naturally gifted, it's something you don't have to concentrate. So that's how you can write a song or sing or perform music or learn words, but then you really struggle with cooking or cleaning or organising stuff financially and things like that. Now this one I absolutely love. So the main man himself, John F. Kennedy, President of the United States of America, one of the most groundbreaking, presidents in history, had ADHD. So a lot of people think people with ADHD are stupid, but we're far from stupid. We're actually extremely clever. It's just that our brains work in a completely different way. So we have like less function in our executive functioning part of our brain. We have low dopamine, but we have overactive in other areas of our brain, which makes us really think outside the box. And that's why a lot of groundbreaking people and people who change the world actually have ADHD. Another absolute legend, Albert Einstein. I'm not claiming to be Einstein, definitely not. But Albert Einstein had ADHD, which is amazing. Again, someone who changed the world. Now this one is my absolute favourite, Will.i.am. I love Will.i.am. I think he's the most amazing music producer. I love his music, I love his songs. His dress sense is wacky. This is another thing with people with ADHD. We have quite wacky dress senses because we kind of think outside the box. We put stuff together that, you know, that nobody else would. And we don't have that bit in our brain where it's like I don't get embarrassed about anything. So whatever I don't have that bit in my brain. It's like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do this because I might get into trouble, or maybe I shouldn't say that because when you have ADHD, you have no filter. So when it comes to dressing, you're kind of like a bit out there because you just don't really care, or you don't have that bit in your brain that thinks, well, maybe this is not appropriate to wear this to this event. When I get put on Ritalin, which has really changed my life, it's been amazing. It's made me a lot more organised and be able to, you know, like handle my life a lot easier. I was like, whoa, when I thought back of some of the stuff that I did when I was younger and some of the things I wore, I'm like, oh my god. So number 6 is Justin Bieber. So Justin Bieber, again, absolutely amazing singer, fantastic songwriter, amazing at music. Again, he was diagnosed with ADHD when he was a kid, which kind of explains a lot of his sort of, you know, mental breakdowns, mental ups and downs, because ADHD can be so hard. You know, people, you know, you get so hyper, but then there's like another side to that. So you maybe have lows where, you know, you just be in bed for like a good couple of days, or that can maybe even last longer than that, where you're, you know, feeling really, really down and depressed. Number 8 on my list. No, sorry. Number 7 on my list is Adam Levine from the band Maroon 5. So he also has ADHD, and he was diagnosed with it in school. And Maroon 5 is just such an amazing band. Like, he's so talented, very hot as well. But he has ADHD. Another very out there celebrity who has ADHD is Paris Hilton. I absolutely loved Paris Hilton growing up. You know, I loved the simple life. I loved her fashion. Her fashion is very out there, very you know, wacky. The whole Barbie vibe. I think when you watch The Simple Life, now that I'm diagnosed with ADHD and I watch back The Simple Life, I'm like, oh god, you can totally tell she's got ADHD, and I've got the exact same sense of humour as Paris Hilton. You know, like, ADHD makes you kind of like a rebel, and a rebel without a cause. Like, you know, when I was younger, I just like would cause trouble, and I didn't really know why I was doing it. But I would, you know, just get in the funniest situations, you know, and Paris just reminds me so much of those sort of times of my teenage years when you watch those shows. So, yep, another person with ADHD. So down to our last 2 on my list, number 9, Shannon Tatum. He's got ADHD. How hot is Shannon Tatum? Harry! And the last person on my list who has ADHD, number 10 is Sir Richard Branson. So Richard Branson, one of the most famous, richest men in the world, owner of Virgin, and guy is a legend. Pure thinks outside the box. I read a book about him, and the one thing about people with ADHD is they totally think out the box. Like, we don't take no for an answer. Like, we don't have that part of our brain, as I said before, that gets embarrassed or thinks that something can't be done. So that's how a lot of people who have ADHD are so groundbreaking, because they don't have that fear. They just have no fear. So, like, if people say, oh, you can't start your own business, or, oh no, you can, you know, you'll never be a singer, you'll never do this, you'll never do that. We are just like, okay, we'll see, I'm going to do that. So that's a really positive thing about having ADHD. So I hope you've enjoyed my video. I'm going to do another video tomorrow. I'm not sure what it's going to be, but it's going to be about ADHD. But I'm going to give you a fact every day and try and educate people on it. And say goodbye to Archibald. Oh, he's so cute. He's sitting yawning while I'm doing the video. You bored? Thanks for watching, guys, and make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Say bye, Archie. Bye.